tourism with plenty other issues them.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride. It's going to be day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slick Television, Channel 37, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slick Television. Every second that the society they make headline and the issue them can up now we aid, even for clear them can skanga.
In Sierra Leone, a new drug is turning young people into zombies.
So important for broke down the issue today for let the public understand.
Now that's make they bring come to you the Today Show. We get segments where they range from interviews on the big issues.
Sierra Leone authorities said Monday that 20 people were killed and nearly 2,000 prisoners escaped during Sunday's attack on the capital.
To sport.
What a fairy tale story here. There they are, the champions of Africa.
And entertainment and simple tourism with plenty other issues them.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride. It's going to be day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slick Television, Channel 37, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slick Television.
It has been a beautiful weekend out there, and today is Monday, coming to you fresh and healthy. You know, I know today is not actually December 1st, but today is Monday. However, if you watch your calendar, you go see say December 1st for actually be on a Monday. Also, we'll be getting now for don't get a census night. However, we get a twist, but that doesn't mean here coming to you on Monday will not for look all fresh, beautiful, and healthy.
Indeed, it's another beautiful Monday, a new week.
Yes.
Morning. A bit hot in Freetown, but we did manage. We did manage.
Well, as someone for take welcome you to today's show here on Slick Television, Channel 37. You can also join us on Facebook at Slick TV, website at slicktv.com, and follow we on all we social media handles them. I am Rabiatu Mansaye.
And my name now Usman Ibrahim. I'll take a quote for today here on your Today Show. It says, the census is an expensive, expansive, elaborate, and complex national endeavor. Its success, acceptance, and useful nature depends on us working together in a timely and inclusive manner. Just for take some few words them here, we kind of catchy in this quote, in a motivational quote for today. The one, we're not expensive, of course, census, a bit expensive, some expensive. We get two types of census. Census where they operate here in Sierra Leone, it is
de facto.
De facto,
yes.
Also expensive, because talking about 35 or so million dollars, that's a lot of money. Also elaborate, it needs detailed attention, planning and coordinations by people when they run the census.
Not like something you go just grab overnight and you say, let's just go do a no more because I want data.
Then again, also it is a national endeavor. We mean say we all hands for the on deck for make sure say the census them where the government they conduct be a success.
Now this then can say salon business, now all man business. However, there has been a twist to it as the proposed date was supposed to be the 1st of December 2025. But however, that's not a waiting we get for expect. Get more details, stay tuned.
The road to greatness starts with mic, beats, and the fire that burns in your heart.
Una kusha una kabo, auna dedu. Killing them in Jesus' name, una ala alelu. Till I grow up and all stick, the tend them abutu. I dey direct them pa rap game from here to Fadubu. Yeah,
you gon' die tonight for this respect. When me iron stores, boots like road, I walk up on your neck. Drag your ass, my rap from Fadubu. Tego ajekule, load the clock up. Came it out your head and let it dead, yo.
From May 2025 to January 2026, the rap game go hot as we dey come together with the theme Salon Against Hate. This now we chance for raise awareness and go against the bad talk and message them we don't divide the country. Register now for the Rap Rampage 3.0 for free. Call plus 232-7674-9299. Kamle we all join on for make Salon unite. It's now you turn for win the biggest stake na Salon rap history. Third place they take home 10,000 leons. Second place go get 20,000 leons. And first place they take home a whooping 100,000 new leons. You feel say you get them? Can't drop fire bars. Win big and claim your throne. Rap Rampage 3.0. Now Orange and Orange Money, they bring this show to you.
Hey, I don't want to play connecting to the man.
Man them. This na boys. Usai man and they put all thing at table from Pantap to Godo. Inside boys, we know they hide behind the shadow at all. We real and this them na all but we.
Every woman first, let me start that, always they look for a successful man. So likewise, majority of the men also they look for successful woman.
We they can't talk about we hustle and we they fair money.
When you like somebody, you first of all get for take care of whatever you like. Make them a priority.
We relationship and waiting people they expect from we man them.
You know, women are more emotional than men. If you start them, where you enjoy them, you go they come.
This not a side where we just they can't talk. This na brotherhood. Na side for let you see and feel what they really mean for B-boy picky.
Sex is intimacy.
This na boys. So come na the bar, grab a chair, buy a drink, let we talk, chill and vibe. Cause this na boys who side with they shake the table.
Welcome back. On the 9th of September 2024, His Excellency, the President, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, announced the 1st of December 2025 for be Census Night. This, according to the 1991 Constitution, countries them get right for go ahead with census as a way for prepare for waiting for meat. I mean, in preparation, a very broad. But the United Nations standards say each country where they under them for go with census after every 10 years. However, let's just take you through the history of census na Salon. One go say, I know we're not in a history class, but it's very essential for you to understand this. It all started in 1802. That was in the pre-colonial era with Salon. Then we they count the people them. Let's come fast forward to post-independence in 1963. Salon 10 for getting first independent, followed by 1974, 1985 to 2004, 2015, and the one we'll set for get inside 2025. Now, when you watch the dates of how this census thing came, the first one inside 1974, inside 1963, we get a total population of 2,180,355 people in Salon. Whereas in 1974, we get 2,735,159 people them. Fast forward to 1985, we get 3,515,812 people them. And since then, if you watch the dates, the next census have been 2004. One go ask the question, why was the pause there? That was because, we get the Rebel War, we take a very long time na Salon, of course. If you get uncertainty, why you expect forget counting, even though the law says so, but obviously that was one tangible reasons there. So inside 2004, we get 4,976,871 people them. Now after that day, if you watch 2004, 10 years added to it for be 2014. But we not be get a census inside 2014, will be 10 for get inside 2015. Why? Again, you go one for no. That was because we been get the Ebola outbreak na the country. I mean, then and they firstly they said don't touch. So I go count people them. Now to 2015, we get census. That is where the controversy started. one part be they feel like say, oh, this they in favor of this, whereas another part be they say, well, we just get for go with them as per waiting the law say. And inside 2015, we population be 7,092,113 people them in total. Now, fast forward to 2021, also we get the midterm census. Also, as per the Statistics Act of 2002, well, the president also get the power for say, even though the UN standards say, na 10 years, if me want for forget 1 or 2 data or analysis, I get right again for go on with the census. That was a big one out there altogether. Now we'll just quickly get the population from Statistics Salone. We say Salone population now inside 2021 stand at 7,541,642 people then. And at the report where we get. But the whole twist and turn there was that one part feel like, oh, this population then take and go other yanda, but then the expert then go can tell we more in the show today. Now to 2025, we hope for get a census inside the 1st of December as waiting the person we get the power we don't tell we inside September last year. But there has been a pause to it. Why is that so? Reasons Sudan Day, all other ramifications, waiting if they cause any harm than good. We go come find out inside the show, and for that we get with us Samuel Ansumana, Director of Communications and PR, Statistics Salone, and Abdul Karim Kamara Esquire, member of the APC Publicity Secretariat. Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome to the Today Show.
It's a pleasure being here. Good afternoon to Australians. Good afternoon to all of us.
All right, okay.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so let's start with you, Iwekobot from the Secretariat. We want to understand firstly as to waiting really the cause to will be get a midterm census inside 2021.
Okay, thank you very much. So in 2021, in fact 2020, Statistics Salome proposed the conduct of a midterm census. At that time, I've been Professor Usman Sanko, Malamo, now I've been proposed. Now, the reason for that day have been because we didn't do the 2015 census. When we do the 2015 census, I don't say we didn't, now we do one. When we do the 2015 census, technical mistakes and they will happen. Now, that technical mistake will happen, we notice them after we don't conduct the census. And until we feel like so we're able to sort out na the desk, behind the desk. So, as we get along, we ask UNFPA for come help we for fix this issue. People go on know what's having the issue. We realize say for 59% of the country, all right, we get EAs and what we call type 3 EAs. Then type 3 EAs and they, now EAs then, where you put together small localities, all right, different localities to form one EA. We get type 1, when one locality enough for form one EA, and EA, now we carve a place we get between 80 to 120 households, and they make one EA. All right? Type 1, now a situation where you get exactly one tongue of village, get exactly 80 to 120 households between Dande. Now type 1. Type 2, now a situation where you get the larger towns, like Freetown, for example. If you take, for example, Lusa Udera and a Hillcourt Road, all right? By the time you reach, if you want to check the number of houses where they are, you go down past like maybe 300-400. So naturally, the big tongue then are type 2, because then they will produce multiple EAs. They get multiple EAs in one locality. Right. The type 3, now that situation where the village small, on your own, in order for give you one EA. So what you do? You put together multiple localities. Sometimes you go to this village at 10 hosts, you go to that other village at 15 hosts, you go to that at 20 hosts. So you get the villages thing for make one EA. So the problem was with the type 3, right? We were able to tell the total population of the EAs combined. We were able to tell the total population of the EAs combined. But now if you say, I'm being hypothetical, let's just be hypothetical. If you say now, you get a village where Mafindo, you get a village where Mabang, you get a village where this one or that. You now say, okay, give me the population of Mabang. Of this total number of EAs we will get, we sometimes the population are 1,000, for example. Give me the total population of just Mabang. We're not able to give you. But we will give the total population, we will give the population of Mabang, Mafing, and the other villages combined, we form that EA. So we talk to UNFPA, when I come and say I want to go help with. They hire a consultant, UNFPA comes a consultant, they spend 6 months now. At the end of the day, the consultant say, we're not there.
So now make it not being found now?
I'm coming. We're not there. They say the only way we'll be able to fix some parts will go back to the field. So now then they precipitate the conduct of the midterm population and housing census for answer your question.
Okay. All right.
So funding, as you ask, not so that they make enough fund. UNFPA have been able to throw out the 2021 census. All right. So not to be funded, we're not being getting issues of funding with UNFPA at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So for answer your question, now the basis standing for the conduct of the 2021 midterm population and housing census.
Okay, so now let's talk about this recent one. How to say it has been postponed and why make?
Okay, so very correct. The Statistician General and myself and other people then within the media team, together with the minister, don't make it known to the media and the public say the census indeed don't be postponed to December 2026.
Okay.
Now, the reasons then for Dundee are that, one, we get equipment, critical equipment, which will be purchased for the census, we will not purchase yet. We get processes and procedures which are supposed to happen for the conduct of a census, we will not be able to meet during this period. All right, and we get a technical advice from the mission we come from the international community, the U.S. Census Bureau, the UNFPA, and the United Commission for Africa. They come in January, precisely January 13 to 17. We get a big meeting, 1 week assessment mission. At the end of that assessment mission, then grade we say, we get the expertise for do the census. We get, all the know-how for do the census. But then we get a problem with the timelines. Right. So the advice we say, one, if we want them for participate in the census, we not get option other than for push the census. They make it very clear. So we say, if we want we for day pan this census, then we get for push the census. If we want technical support with technical expertise and everything, we're gonna get for push census because we've been the plan for the year, we've not been factored into the planning. You understand? But now we get for factor into the planning. That's one. Secondly, they feel like say the timelines not being okay. All right. For example, according to the UN principles and recommendations on the conduct of censuses, before you conduct a census in any country, the pilot census, for example, you forget exactly 1 year between the pilot census and the main census enumeration. Okay? And the circumstances for be the same. We test the questionnaire, test communication, test every other thing around the census, test you gadget there, you tablet there, and everything of that stuff. So, for example, if you do the pilot census in December, the main census enumeration you get for doing in December. You understand?
Okay.
If you do the pilot census, because again, weather conditions and, you know, how they call them, geography dynamics they play into them. You understand? So then tell we say, option not day, except we push the census.
Okay.
Now, so.
Figure out only day quick, la canto EKK. EKK, I see the right type book, but quickly, I mean, una participation this time around in the census, with now una commitment.
Honestly, our commitment to this participation is 100% intact.
Okay.
And we make sure say we own this process. It's a national activity. And honestly, I commend my brother for coming out very clear and showcasing ineptitude to the highest height.
So what's that mean?
Why I say this? Firstly, if you will follow me now, Liberty and AYV, already say so now exactly a capture. That the institution responsible for this business, na competent professionals them we did it, where this particular census as proclaimed, not to the first census they don't undertake different one them, and thus get the firm conviction that they know every nitty-gritty in this business. What do I mean by that? They know every T they are to cross and every I they are to dot. And thus, because the president rely on them as competent professionals in this institution, it will work upon their advice.
Okay.
That is why I say, I like the way he can, very frank, but this is showcasing to the president that these people you get over there are not really competent for the task. Why? Because, like I say, so exactly this is the position. Firstly, there should have been a census document where they try for you the trajectory, the roadmap as to how you go into this serious business. I.e., you can forget what you call the cartographic mapping. You can forget what you call the pilot census. You can forget what you call the testing of questionnaires. You can forget all these things intact, principal and fundamental. You can forget the gadgets ready, and above all, the funding of this whole important business. If the fund is not there, first see how best you can source funding, and out of 100%, if you don't get 70 or 80%, then you communicate to the Minister of Development. That's wait a second. All variables are now equal. Everything is intact. Now, as an institution competent enough, through you, our supervisory body, the Minister of Development, we can now tell you that we are ready to undertake this activity. So you can again further cascade this information to the president, say the institutional readiness is intact, funding is intact, preparatory gadgets or tools to use in the field and off the field intact, experts in doing the work already hired, everything being on an equal platform, then you can advise the president. But see the twist. The twist is this. Here, based on what is now visible, they did not do the basics. And yet, they advised the president to make a proclamation, which is statutorily backed, which is supported by law. So now, who are you going to ask for incompetence or ineptitude or disservice to this nation? It is that institution that harbors these experts that have misinformed the president, and the president relying upon this information to have gone public to make this proclamation. That is why we as the APC give them two lens. Firstly, we deny say these people who did this, so my brother here, he is not incompetent. We deny it. He knows what he is doing. He's very smart, very intelligent. We don't underestimate the competence of the statistician general. No way. But we are saying It's a deliberate ploy to undermine the good fabrics of democracy in this country. It's a deliberate ploy for again trivialize the very good things that Sierra Leoneans they anticipate for. Good governance and democracy. That is what they are trivializing. And so, they attempted it with the midterm census and they got away with it. Why? Because we as the APC know say, the midterm census is of no relevance to this country.
But you're waiting for you to talk just now about the midterm census.
I am coming there. That is where I'm coming. It is of no relevance to this country. And thus, because they wanted to score political gains, listen what he say. He said, Malam O decides, say, because they blunder in mapping the EAs, as they relied primarily on the third type of EAs, where you have to do a merger of communities to have these EAs that ranges from 80 to 100. And now if you are asked for a specific quota or number of people, they cannot give. So they said, let us go and have a midterm census. That in itself does not meet any way in the world to international best practices. And that is why you see again, international community condemn it to the highest extent. That it is not appropriate, it's a waste of the country's resources. And again, at the end of the day, tell me what thing the midterm census don't do for determining resource allocation in this country.
So that make una be by court
up to
process.
this point, we did not regret it at all.
No, you get her.
At all.
But what the results come on now?
What are the benefits? They don't use ourselves. Even the parliament will get so. It's as a merger of the midterm census and the 2015 census. He knows that. So therefore, it was of no use. But this one, as you rightly say, President declared in September. We are serious about it. We'll give it our all. But again, before you sway me a bit, I said the people they are not incompetent. They know what they are doing. And so it's a deliberate plot to them to see how best they can shift. Now let me give you, to shift this census, this serious national activity to 2026. Let us put all things equal. If they attempt to do the cartographic mapping in December 2026, it's going to take us a whole year before that is done. You understand?
Yes.
And then they start what we call the pilot census. And it is during this time they are going to test questionnaires to see exactly if what they have designed hasn't got any challenge in the implementation. Because don't forget, these people who are going to work are going to administer these questionnaires. So that they have to make these questionnaires to a very good extent, or as simple as it will be, that when they go to the field, they will not be challenged into administering it. You're testing it.
Okay.
Having done all these things, you come back. And now we go now for the enumeration itself. And that is going to take us on to 2027. If not mistaken, in the earliest of 2028. When will the result come? When will the data come? When will we take this instrument to Parliament? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that Parliament will inform government as to how the next Parliament is going to look like. How many constituencies are we going to have? How many representatives are we going to have in the new Parliament?
All right.
You understand what I'm trying to say? You're beginning to see it's a deliberate flaw by them. And this is where the APC comes in to say, you know what? We'll scuffle you now.
All right.
We'll hold you right on point. That it's not business as usual. We know the president did not make any mistake to hire competent people over there. And you knew all what you were doing. We are ready.
Okay.
And thus, all other censuses conducted over the years had been shifted for very good reasons. Very good reasons. Not as petty as this reason.
Like only the quick figure.
Yep.
You mentioned the reason we make una decide for postpone this particular census, but I mean it's not news, or we are aware as a census for hold after 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So one go ask, what's in statistics alone be done to do all this while? Does that tell una no be done prepare?
Okay, so let I respond to your question. Then I'll come to me good brother here. I go respond to him. Okay.
Okay.
Statistics, not only census we conduct. As I speak, we conduct the multiple indicator cluster survey, where they look at the situation of women and girls in the country. Where they conduct the living standard survey, say the integrated household survey, where they measure poverty in the country, like 1 year survey, with the on them. Now we do the gross domestic product in this country. Now we do the GDP. Now we do the inflation, where now the consumer price index. Now we measure in this country. So we get plenty other things and what we do. We're not to just census.
So now
I'm coming.
Okay.
Allow me.
Go ahead.
So for say we not wait till we know to do all this while. We advise the president for conduct the census based on the decennial census calendar. Okay? So make a come to me, brother. You say a lot of things there.
No, but I think if you don't at least respond to them quickly.
Now they say. So you say what will be done to do, right?
Because
we don't work on this census assiduously from the time we president proclaim. Okay? So for say what will be done to do, the answer and the
back advise the president.
Of course, now the statistician general and the minister.
Right.
Now they advise the president for conducting census.
Just wanting clarification.
Now any country. Quickly. Okay, so my good brother Naya say some things. Me, I want to make one thing clear. We're not a political institution. I'm not a politician. I get so many parties and so many friends, including the majority leader of the APC in the parliament. When I'm a comrade, I'm a squad mate now radicals. Okay, Abdul Kagbo, I'm a squad mate now radicals. And I know they talk politics where you can to them. My brother here, na politics they talk. Respectfully, na politics they talk. So let's talk technical. All right? Let just break and down for let you understand because it seemed for they miss some points. Okay? One, and I'm pretty sure my brother is a lawyer. Okay? Every process for census in the world, they start with the legal aspect. You're a lawyer. You for know that day. Every census, the very first thing we do, now for ensure say you lay the statutory instrument at parliament, all right? It takes 21 days. If you get objection, then clear the objection and whatsoever before the president they proclaim the census. Any other thing what you do before that the illegal.
Okay.
That's what the law say. Any other thing what you do before that the illegal is not legal at all. Okay? So we go ahead, then lay the statutory instrument at parliament. It takes 21 days, they not get no objection. We should say everybody agree with her. After 21 days, the president proclaimed September 9th, president proclaimed the census. Every other thing we'll get for do they start after the president proclaimed the census. Okay? So when they say a deliberate ploy for push the census, make her educate and small. When you proclaim the census in September, okay? Assume say you want to do the pilot census in December, all right? For make you meet the 2025 timeline. You know what that for mean? It means say in 3 months, right? You for don't procure tablets. 3 months. You for don't procure tablets. In 3 months, the tablet and for don't can you do provisioning of them tablet and day. In 3 months, you for don't do cartography from that December because when you do cartography, now a sample of when you do the pilot census rather, now a sample of the cartography now you use. It means if you don't do cartography in 3 months, now then they go mean if from that September to December, all right, now then they go mean. No sign no day in the world when you do cartography in 3 months. No sign. No sign no day. No sign no day in the world where you buy tablet, you purchase tablet, no even say the tablet then you buy it off the shelf, it then at the shelf. All right? You procure in 3 months. In a day. The procurement process itself would procure in excess of 30,000 tablets. Who say they get 30,000 tablets in a shelf? Even if you did a shelf, then produce in one country, Japan or wherever you did in a shelf, you need for buy them. You get for advertise. 28 days that you advertise for. Right? Now so the procurement law say. After you do advertise, you get for award contracts, you do the bids, you award the contract. That process alone don't take you up to 3 months. Then the process somehow before you can out to the tablet for late, then actually you don't award the contract, the post encounter. You go take another 45 days on the high seas for come. So certainly 2024 December, where they say for don't do the pilot census 1 year before, so the law, now so the principles say it not be possible for low in December. In fact, the people in way actually they do an assessment of the census where they support with moral guarantors, UNFPA, UNEC, US Census Bureau. They tell we say they go only able to in January. No sooner the president proclaim the census, we get back to them. President don't proclaim the census, we need for move, then say we can only come in January.
Okay.
And I will come now after that, they will begin move the processes. We can do that the best practice standing and advice sooner. Make one thing clear. So, for say we ill prepared, we're not ill prepared. Whether the president proclaimed the census in 2024 for April 2025 or not, the president by law supposed to proclaim the census. It no matter when the census go up or now. There is a reason for that. We get a decennial census calendar, when every 10 years. 2015, 2025. If the president not proclaim the census in 2025, it don't go out, it don't like break the law already.
Okay.
I'm coming. My brother I am a lawyer, right? Me not a lawyer.
Okay.
If the president not proclaim the census in 2025, you go ahead and proclaim it in 2026, the census don't become illegal because you're not there within the 10-year framework. Now, what in the law say now that after you don't proclaim the census, all right? If for any reason you are not able to conduct the census certainly, you can postpone in this country for census in on you. And I go give you examples. The very first census will conduct post-independence in 1963.
Yeah.
The next one is over for 1973. It don't happen until 1974.
74.
You know why? Financial reasons been there, technical reasons been there. The next one from 1974 is over for April 1984. It don't happen 1984. It happened 1985. The same reasons, financial, technical, and the like. Okay? We get 19 years civil war, 19 years break as a result of the civil war. The census in actual fact is supposed to happen in 2003. Right? Hold on. Please, La land. The important. It was supposed to happen in 2003. Because of these same logistical challenges and everything, it don't happen in 2003. You go 2004. 2014. You understand? Ebola come. We push on to 2015. Midterm census is supposed to happen 2020. Now it will happen. The midterm. So every brother they say midterm not legal, make it clear to her. The law say the president may from time to time on the advice of the minister declare for a census to be conducted.
Okay, if you let us
I don't want lost me thoughts, please. Allow me, I don't want lost me thoughts. Yeah? For lay you declare the census at the country. Okay? Now, it say you're unprecedented. Salon to the first country we don't conduct a midterm. Zimbabwe don't conduct a midterm. New Zealand don't conduct a midterm. In fact, you get countries of the world, you get plenty of countries of the world now 5 years and they conduct their census. So it's not illegal from your stance and also from international best practice for say, meet international best practice. Okay? Okay. So now 2021, as I say, 2021 for don't happen in 2020. Right?
Yeah.
COVID come, other things and they will not happen and everything. We'll push on to 2021. Okay? Then we been get this issue of we're going to do with financial challenges here and there, this and that, and all and they been get for make a push census. Okay? Now, what I want my brother for understand when we deal with the census, and I they tell her respectfully, okay? Let we look at the benefits of the census, and let we stop for politicize the census.
Okay. So we talk about benefits of the census. They'll just hold on they quickly and they'll get the views of Sierra Leoneans. Then what didn't self get for say in regard this.
All right.
The first thing I remember why they postpone the tickets in the money. You know they employ people and they don't pay them. And then self no go glad for the work. And you say maybe conscience will tell you say then people are employed, so what's I need pay them and the work need to go very well. But if the government say they count any other census, there is a question because we don't make mini census. What are the benefits where the census get for benefit the people? Because money no dey. If the money dey, they know they postpone and because the man already work dey, na responsible people and our people we get family. You know go postpone something when they pay for. Now what they pay for you go postpone. Government will get the money. Government they get different way they do business. Government na machinery. They move, they get the money. But you know think I want to say government get this money for empower them people. They get for member, the kind of people they get for employ. And almost people they get for employ. They would not the people they get for employ. No census not in the world. We salary like a salary will not get system. If we get database system for any people them born at the hospital or them born at get database system, census we will tell you the actual amount within the country. But because we lack of that, not to all sides of the country, then the na show, not to all sides. They need control man. And just give no more a figure where they accept or give out. That's when we take the census so they happy. Even from the past governments there, from Pakaba and Eskuma, take to President Biu. I believe say the census they make, now for them say they do and for let the region there or the districts there, let them get the amount of people they do get for votes. Because census and registration for member for election in different. Election away 18 years, census 18 or 18 they register you. But they rational. I make statistics then they rational say the 18-year people are all over for vote by this election, also na 3 million. But the total population of the country na 10 million.
The census now every 10 years, I believe Sierra Leone will get census. And this government where they do not meet term census we not call for. I believe say now this year 2025 will be the student for do census. So I believe say that crisis they will know the amount of population they will get in this country. But if the government push census, to me I'm not seeing a fine idea for me. Because census, it means they count with the people of the population of the country. We believe say Sierra Leone, 99 million or 10 million or 15 million population. But if the government push out, that be, I believe say something other way around say something facility of finance not the way we go. And Sierra Leone, we depends on donor. If the donor partner and not support this Sierra Leone, be part of this census, and I believe say we constrain and it go delay to put up election crisis. Government not get need for postpone census because any country if they do census where they counting people in. Government will go all kind of way, then they able to do this census where me and you two will able to see that the amount of population this will get in this country. If na 9 million population or 10 million, no say Sierra Leone now we don't get 10 million population in this country. But if the government push out, they will immediately talk to proper government, when they fight hard, when they will come with the census back, then we know the actual population of this country. So me, I believe say the midterm census, me wait to my number one person, and not kind of me and not count me. So I don't know the amount of population we will get in this country. Because during the past 10 years, and that census we know the population of this country. And this now at the right time this way government for doing, don't know the actual population of this country. So me the big proper government, me go all time way when they go do the census. When me and you two they go count me, we believe say the right things we go do.
Me believe say census is about development purpose. So if government they plan for them do census, then the body were responsible for the census who would not do say census never go on, then not give their own timeline as to when they will do census. I think say then get the whole responsibility for come to the public and tell them why then cancel the census. You understand? Because government, I believe say that then charged with the responsibility for development purpose. Okay? So if they don't give responsibility to statistics where for do census for let you know how for map out the development things their way for come for the country or whatever location you did, then statistics say no, they're not going to want for let we do census because of one reason and the other. Then let them come and tell me what's not the reason why make them say government not for do census at this time. whatever you do in life, you get advantage and disadvantage. Understand? And so government don't got their own reason why they want to let census go on, right? Statistics have got their own reason why they say the census not for go on. Understand? And government their own reason for development purpose. Well, statistics then now me no know what's not the reason will make them say no, let the census be postponed to another time. Understand? But to me, I believe say if they don't do the census, that would have been better for the development to come, and so that everybody will feel development in the area. Okay?
These were the views of Ordinary Sierra Leonean, and John Abdullahi put that together for we. But I'll quickly open the phone line 072-500-442. 072-500-442. Please, we kindly reduce the volume of your TV or you move away from them. I'll look to you now quickly, AKK. You mentioned earlier, say, we're not ready this time around for participate. We're not getting any fear or optimism because one go say, we're not afraid because most of the things that you're here complaining about, now more or less the same thing, the opposite happened in 2015.
Well, firstly, we not come for can enjoy the push me, I push you syndrome. That's not what we're here for, or what I'm here for. I'm coming here for a very serious business. And one amongst that one is the census, very serious business. One thing where my brother shy for comment on that he give a long list of census.
1 minute, please. Hello, good afternoon.
This
this now Fatu from Liverpool.
Okay, Fatu, go ahead and make your point, please.
So we just want to know why they postpone the census because this last week it happened annually, and now we don't see say after every 10 years they do census. Then at the same government where we say. When we cry down the opposition, when they be in la power, say that they do census as now they can't do their own, but they don't postpone them back. So one know the reason what makes they really postpone the census here. So thank you.
All right, okay, you're welcome. Yes.
I think this will not be fair to me. It will disturb my thought processes, or you entertain the calls first. When you're done, then you give me the opportunity.
Okay.
Good. I repeat again, this is a very serious business, and that's why we're here. The party ready for partner with government and own the project because it's a national project. So therefore, waiting me brother deny or shy away from mention that he give a long list of why will be censuses since the inception in 1802 to today. Yeah. Reasons why the deferment, and it states clearly genuine reasons, i.e. interregnum, civil war, Ebola pandemic, and so forth and so on. What he has not told us here, which he needs to come very clear, waiting make 90 last call about the ask why we not shift this census as proclaimed. All censuses now this year way this country we don't proclaim, or former presidents we don't proclaim. They always don't tie themselves to them and do all the backroom preparations for make the census take place as it was. For 2015 census, President Nkrumah we don't declare that census in 2012. They declare census for 2015, for 2014 in fact. So that tells you, it gives statistics 2 years, almost 3 years for me them prepare themselves. That tells you APC rule this country according to law. Nothing will stop President Bio from making even for don't declare census for 2025, it's like 2021. Nothing stops him to do so. There's no law we preclude him for do so. Nothing will stop him for even declare census, the Destiny census 2025 for making do the proclamation in 2023. Nothing will stop him for do so. But however, now that way my brother not able to tell me why exactly then they shift the census, for which we believe as APC1, as State and Gishno, that A, it's because of incompetence or ineptitude, and secondly, it's politically motivated. So I shift the post from being incompetent or ineptitude because I believe in the incompetence, and anchor on the fact say it is politically machinated.
All right, okay.
And so therefore, this census within the differ so. The key things where as assessment mission there on Earth.
Okay, let's just only quickly get a call on. Hello? Hello, yes, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hi, you
the concern where I want to know is the census so they don't postpone so. I want to know is again for come back for can affect the economy because salo anything what they say they do, they must affect the economy. So I want to know is this census here get to affect the economy or it don't affect the economy? Because I want to understand. Fine, let me make a call.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Where was I?
We talk about the census and how best it affects why presidents will actually push the census.
I think I've lost my thought process. You see, this is the disadvantage of these things. However, back to what I will try to say is this. With regards to this census way, then they postpone. Fine, okay, back to my track. This census way statistic, they postpone so, it deeply rooted from waiting the foreign assessment or the UN mission come on Earth. Now that's one, they lack staff capacity, I mean experts to carry out this work. As a result of over 200 staff, with them just
Hello,
yes, good afternoon.
fairly dismissed.
Okay,
Yes.
please let's just hold you 1 minute.
good afternoon.
This
Yes,
program is
afternoon.
Yes,
be honest, this
and I read the other man and also ATK. The other man they say they listen to advice from international community or any technical advice from experts. But when they decide to conduct the midterm census, the experts they advise me are not feasible, not appropriate. But they ignore the advice and go ahead to conduct the midterm census. So why now? They tend to listen to expert advice, whether they ignore the advice in the midterm census.
All right, okay. Thank you very much.
Back to my point.
Yes.
This one, because they lack the experts, they lack the human resource capacity, and because they are not fully funded as per the UN assessments mission, whether the facts them on Earth, don't show institutional ill-preparedness.
But AKK, one go say this not just merely because this not the same thing again will happen inside 2015.
Mama, now the council. Inside 2015, you know say, by all intact, you self now you anchor the program and in your intro say, we not able hold census in 2014 because you will get this common notion, no touch me because of the Ebola. So genuinely enough, we shift out to 2015 when the Ebola would already fight this call. But now in this situation, tell me what exactly now the reason why would they shift the
But someone said the advice on us are not being prepared.
No, Mama. In fact, they no advise we. Now we as Sierra Leoneans, the president, know it too well that is grappling with Ebola. And because if they fight tooth and nail for making end this epidemic, he said it will not be fitting for making enumerators go to the field and count people because they must have that personal contact. Right. And you know we had that stay off. Okay. So therefore it was prudent for make we shift into 2015 when that Ebola scourge don't calm down. But in this circumstance, statistics Sierra Leone get no justification. Right. All they are coming to tell us is that before they do this, you forget 1 year preparation. Before they do this, you're not going to do cartography inside 3 months. All over the world, if you don't do a 1 year, you knew of all these things. Experts like you guys seated there. Why will not tell the president or the development minister? Say, tell president for make it declare census in 2021. So that all these basic things would put them intact. For make it can't tell we now say, make we not just delay but we self as the statistics now only census where they do. No. Nobody only think of that. We know statistics Sierra Leone now the hub for all data na Salone. Right. In terms of everything you want to lay your hands on. They know of what they are doing. They are not just put there because they don't know what they are doing. And the people putting them there know what they are going there to do. So don't come again and tell we say, as if na census number one. No, we don't know say na census number one they do. We know say when they do all them things that they make na competent professionals then did it. When I get timelines for all activities across the board, which one they do. And census is not an exception. So you want to tell me again seated here that amidst this so many activities you had on your table, you know be shelf census, and nobody counting answer. For say when I get for do census every 10 years. Tell me if you confess that, or will know that indeed the party is not mistaken that indeed it's as a result of ill-preparedness. Okay. Because when you are prepared, when you're on top of your toes, when you're on top of situation, you get for no, say next year you get for do this. Okay. Tomorrow I get for plant corn because really, in fact right now, people don't get for plant tomorrow. Now they depend on what you call bush clearing. Okay. Then they clear the farm, then they do everything. For telling you they prepare because rain come. Well, you know when rain come, you go clear bush. It's not possible. So if you do that day, are you a good farmer? You're not a good farmer. So we are saying statistics, they always sit under. They are not good people. They are not doing a good service to this country. They do a disservice to us because they know what they are doing. And it is deliberate. Now, I come out for make I can discuss the issue of politics, as my brothers say. He's not a politician. Indeed, he's not a politician. But me, not a politician, and me, not a national person. So I use two lenses for analysis here. First, I look at from a nationalistic point of view, and secondly, I use my political lens for gauge them as well. Okay. Now, in my political lens, now because now the result, the end product of census, they inform policymakers, politicians, and development partners as to resource allocation, make we get keen attention in this business. Because statistics we know it's not a political institution. You need not to tell me that. But however, I know say the end product of statistics Sierra Leone is going to be used by politicians and decision makers and international partners for resource allocation. So you say you're not able to divorce away from Una. Because at the end of the day, Una what Una they do, now we wanna get for Kangi, for make we do even national distribution of resources. Okay. So how can you divorce us? You cannot divorce us. The other area I want to address again in this, when you say, let we not forget say, census in this country, they postpone them. No, they always don't postpone census in this country on grounds of good reasons. But these particular reasons, when then they become profane now, they to some extent or directly challenge their competence. Okay. Because if you know, say you get to do cartographic mapping 1 year, you get to do pilot census 1 year, why you not going to advise president in 2021 for declare census in 2025?
Okay, so now quickly let's just in relation to that figure. So in sense from all waiting we don't get what in the layman self go talk. Is it that na the money na no day?
Not so money no day. Not so the money not been there. So even if you get the money, some things in the way, the time you get for wait for. And like the bill also. If you float, you hand the bills and tell you if you float, so you don't concrete. I let them say you want to start tomorrow, and the engineer they say no, you get for wait 21 days. Lady oh strong. Okay? So even with the money they available, you get processes. Census na a very complex process where you require meticulous planning. All right? Now, my brother, me as I say, me not a politician. You know, I admire exuberance. You know, when politicians in the talk, you see, always they talk clouded or shrouded in politics. No. It's on in two capacities. One as a citizen, second as a politician. He was very clear with it. Okay, so he say we not communicate the reasons for the census. My brother Abdul, on the 13th of March, even before we go ahead and inform the public about the change of dates, we called an advisory committee meeting for the census. An advisory committee meeting, now the highest decision-making body. It comprises all political parties, international partners, ministries, departments, and agencies. We call a meeting. The APC Binderi, they were represented. Because we want to communicate the reasons why we change from where the partner and uncle advise we to them first before we go to the public. Let me get one gentleman named Peter Bangura. Now, technical person. At some point, we were working as statistics earlier. Now, he can represent the APC. He been there at the meeting. We explain it in no uncertain terms the reasons why we change the census. Peter Bangura grabbed and tin up and confirmed to everybody. We get this on record and tell everybody, say, change of dates and censuses is not new. Because census is a very complex process. Okay. So for say, we the do for reasons then we political, or we get something up with sleeve. right? You're not correct. Maybe what I need is that is not correct at all, respectfully.
Okay,
you're not
so
correct.
Antumana, what could be the guarantee? Say even this 2026 date I don't give we no go push them again. Now we have 365 days for prepare, right? More because I mean next year December. So what think say this at all they push past to again because 5 years has gone by, we not do anything, and now we get 365 days, way more shorter than the 5 years safe.
Good. So with the try we level best, and with the partners then, we get the census in 2026 December.
Okay.
Now, as I talk, we work on advertisements. We try to get out advertisement for the cartography. All right? We go happen sometime probably in June. We'll start the cartography likely in June, July. Okay. All right? So we try to do the adverts and make them come out, let all man see, people they apply. As I talk also, UNFPA don't hire the cartographic consultant. Right. All right? Where they come in, already don't begin work. You go there in country by the end of this month. There are tangibles where they tell you, say, we push. First and foremost, forget the pilot census in December this year.
Okay.
Then the main census and immigration in December 2026.
Okay.
We try as much as we can. We also work on the procurement of the items, the other things that will be done, and everything of that stuff technically. The what I mean, they talk about, census documents, you need for don't do pilots, you need for don't do this, you need for don't do that before you proclaim the census or that kind of stuff. That day in itself, the post way advice, I know advise them correctly.
Okay.
I say, the census document, now the roadmap for the census, as I say, rightfully. Before you go ahead and do the census, we get, of course, technocrat, that will get census, we get previous census document already. But the principles and recommendations say the chief technical advisor for the census for the in country now all they do the census document together. That man they only come in October. Now UNFPA employer we come. They don't there from that 10 day now. We don't do the document done. We don't do one. We share like the advisory committee meeting with the people that will go there. They ask for her, we share her, we show them the timelines. Okay. Me brother, me are the advisor. Right now, we should be partnering.
Right.
Okay.
And
not a situation where we for try for score political goals.
We wish time be in our favor in relation to the partner in AKK. How best to think say una say go come on board for support statistics alone.
In fact, we are ready to be with them. We are monitoring the process step by step. But however, they are still not inclusive. They're not ready to allow people to come into the show.
Okay.
Very soon and recently, you renew the complaint all over the place. Then they deny for allow the National Elections Watch for even participate into decisions of this high sensitivity. Civil society organizations, say statistics don't communicate to the public via any email or correspondence. Say that they defer census on ABC ground. As you said, Sidonaya, if you grab now, they ask you why statistics they defer census. What do you tell person? Tell me now before we end the show. Okay. With all what you talk now, getting up from here, moving forward. Say you anchor AKK and the Director of Communications. That's statistics surely on the PR. Waiting is saying a reason to make them defer census. You cannot give it succinctly. You cannot put it in simple terms, i.e., just to tell you, say, processes and procedures that they were supposed to do or not do. But these are the competent people who don't hire, who they pay with taxpayers' money, and they don't deliberately deceive this country to this point. That on to this point, they are seated here telling us the president proclaimed census, but yet still we were not able to do the basic things that will make that proclamation whole as it was proclaimed.
Okay.
So who is blaming who here?
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So
Figureman, I think we have to.
No. I need to respond.
To be honest,
I need to respond.
To be honest,
please give me a few minutes. Like this is an important discussion, honestly. I don't like when I give you some more time. Honestly, I don't like when I give you some more time.
End up here,
all right?
and still people continue to ask you. Listen to phone calls. They will ask you why make statistics they defer census.
Okay.
And they still
so my brother say we not communicate clearly, right? Why we did defer the census, okay? Except me na communications person. Now this I don't do all my life. Except you want to tell me say communications are only through press releases. Except you want to tell me that. all right? And communication not only through press releases, except you want to tell me. So we call journalists and explain them, all right? The reasons why we defy the census. And I don't tell you the reasons now. I don't tell you about equipment then go for procure, not procure yet.
Correct.
I don't tell you about the timeline. Not a pilot. We're not going to do pilot census now. Understand? Listen, you're not expert in legal matters. Not to issues like this.
Yes, you're correct.
You understand?
So just name the
pilot
things you did not
census,
do that is
not all things we did not do. We cannot do pilot census as you want and say, for do pilot census, or as you be claim the other day, say, for do pilot census before president proclaim. That is not the process. The process is you declare or proclaim the census. After which you get the census document, which we have worked on with the consultant. After which you go to the cartography.
So is there
Hold on. You don't talk about things so you don't understand.
Please ask a question to this man. Is there any law where they exclude or where they make the president or they proclaim census 2 years before the date?
Okay.
We wish time be actually now.
Is there any law?
Okay.
So if you
now the same me not speak for the government, all right? But if, for example, we don't conduct midterm census in 2021, results come out 2022, all right? Then 2023 president proclaim another census, all right?
You see?
The same politicians, when one of them, now then go sit down, they talk, say, oh, they don't bring camp politics into the whole thing and everything. The law say 10 yearly. Now, so the law say. So whether the census able happen that year or not, the president don't proclaim it. The president not ever, one day happen at the country where the president they come and defy the census, he make another proclamation. No. Now the institution will charge with the responsibility for implement the census, now they go ahead and announce the change. All right? We don't get time.
Okay.
Okay. You say so many things were so wrong. Me, what's that to tell you no more? You know what? This into some other. We should be partnering. No, at this point in time,
please, my darling.
At this point in time, we should be partnering. All right, we should be partnering.
However, we are beginning to notice that this issue of deferring the census is politically machinated.
It is not.
Has a political
it is not. I will tell you that it's not politically motivated at all.
Right.
I have given you the reasons in no uncertain terms. What would change the census date? Advised, you guys are when they interact with the moral guarantors, confirm with them. It is easy to get onto UNFPA. It is easy to get onto UNECA. It is easy to get onto the US Census Bureau. Speak to the ambassador.
Yes.
What do people in Canatong? Now the ambassador hosting.
Okay, Figola just
you understand?
Quickly.
Talk to them. Ask them. Would I be advised statistics for actually push it?
So now this is the point. Now listen.
Okay.
This is the same international community that advised these guys as statistics that it is of no essence to have the midterm census.
No, they never did.
They never did. They never did. People now coming out and saying, we are going to rely on the international community.
They never did.
Thank you very much, Samuel Ansumana, Director of Communications, NPR Statistics Salon, and Abdul Karim Kamara Esquire, member of the APC Publicity Secretariat. I mean, look, get a cool down. It has been a long journey with this whole census thing. And look, join Slim Peas in an ANT corner, see the entertainment update.
Hey yo, what's up, world? I go by the name Slim to the PZ, aka The Vibe. This is not the corner right here on Slick TV channel 37. You don't know. Yes, let's get started. So today I want to talk about a rapper or an artist with a part of the Red Flag music in name now Raheem Said. Well, over the weekend, I see a post where Raheem make na in a Facebook page alleged say he was attacked by Cardinero and crew when the Black Leo guys them not normally. But it is an allegation. You know, I check on another blog page again. Waiting I seen that blog page totally different from waiting actually seen a Raheem in page. But if you check on the screen right now, you definitely see the post on the screen, waiting exactly Raheem Said take to in Facebook page. Let me just read a little bit of it and then we will know waiting this day about. I was attacked by Cardinero and his team. I could have lost my life. Last night, something very terrible happened to me. Cardinaro and his team pulled up on me and attacked me. I was just minding my business when they came at me. The bike man I hired was beaten badly. His team even pepper sprayed him. Things got even scarier when Cardinaro himself pulled out a gun and threatened me. At the moment, I really feared for my life. I didn't know what was going to happen next. I had to defend myself and run towards some guys around Lumley. And thank God they helped me. If they hadn't stepped in, I don't know where I would be right now. I could have been badly hurt or worse. This is not just about me anymore. If someone like Cardinaro, who is supposed to be the entertainment ambassador, is doing things like this, then we are not safe. The government must do something now before this gets out of hand. And on the post, it tagged the Chief Minister, Wena Moinina David Senge, Nasa Ayub Salon Gossip, and Godfather Jimmy B. So these are the people that I see tag on the post. But as it is right now, it is just an allegation. And when I check now another blog page, the thing just tweak in a different route. Like the first post we blog 232 post regarding waiting and say Rhyme take to in social media. If you look on the screen, you go see them. It's a Cardinaro and K-Rap just come attack me in a Lumley, but the slap where I give Bobo and not go do them again. The bike man we on a pepper spray on a ready for in case. Then furthermore, he said then say waka with Bobo wait off. You go waka with Sally Wansai we abo pan pepper spray. That was a good slap. Carl, that's really petty. Full at 40. So it looks confusing all out to me. But again, my point here is this not go end up born good picking. If you look back to scenarios that were there around this nature, the Big Fish scenario with LAJ, Cardinaro and Mad Scene, they always can end in something we're not can good. Then we can see one party go come begin to apologize now social media. You will see one party end up get hot. If actually now so it happen, please guys, let we take them easy. And of course from the other end, Cardinaro, you know your role. You're not the entertainment ambassador. You're not daddy. You get people where they look up to you as a mentor. Only if not so it happen, please make man them play low, let man them take them easy. And Rahim side, social media know how for use them. Be careful about things you write on social media. Just my take. Let's move away from that. Let's talk about another post we come across again on social media, which is sort of like an advice from a popular social media person, I would say, sort of like an influencer, a coach, and a publicist. In name na Vicky Remo. On this post, Vicky Remo actually they try for guide the young guys them where they come into the field of music, as in making music. They guide them on how much they're able for use waiting at the young for go to the highest heights within they imagine. If you look on the screen, they try for guide the young artists them and make them feel confident in their own native Creole, as in they no need for sing like the Nigerians them for make them go for blow to the biggest stage. Make mention of artists like Incredible JJ where they mix the Creole and that of the in Mende dialect, and then also it make mention of April also when I come in artists where they sing with the Creole and also the Themne language. So on this post, Vicky Remo they try for guide the young guys them doing music for make them actually stick to waiting na the young. All said and done. That's the vibe, okay? So now move away from that. Let's talk about another interesting one. Our very own Emerson Bokari, after I talk about some days back on a lawsuit on the song titled Strawberry and Ice, Usai been get Davido on. Now, on the 27th of April, we had the Independence Day for Salon. In South America, Emerson, they do an event alongside DJ Sam and I, DJ That's Man Legend, DJ Say So, and DJ TB. This is like a collaboration event, and of course, the special guest gets for be our very own Emerson Amidou Bokari. You don't know. If you didn't at the end, pull up and go enjoy independence. You know what I mean? Inside life. Let's move to another story on the plate again. Our very own young and talented superstar collaborated with Drizzy Lick on this song titled Freetown. Like, Freetown, I'm coming, oh. Receive me, Safulo. This Monday boy one for blow. That song don't clock 1 million plays on Audiomack, which is a huge one, a great milestone for this young brother as they make waves all around Sierra Leone right now. Not to just this song. Most of his songs, they make mad numbers on social media. So congratulations to Incredible JJ, congratulations to the management team, and also the collaborating artist Benjamin Menelik George Drizzy Lick. And let's move to another young sensational artist again. I mean, this is not a group, I would say yes. Sam's having jumped on a song alongside 3 young guys they do very well in the entertainment industry. The likes of April Crew Messiah and that of Baki Tenu. They put the song out last week, and as I'm talking to you right now, the song has over 50,000 plays on Audiomack. Within just a week or two, then they make these numbers, which is a good thing, and it's a way to show that people are really supporting the young guys and also supporting Sierra Leonean music. So kudos to Una the fans them as well with the stream Salon Music. Let's go small to the movie world and take something on the plate. So if you're not possible like film, you don't say you see Salon film, you don't look for film for watch, here's one. On the screen right now, I'll show you Love in a Glass, a movie produced by Lima's Diary and Mohamed Janel. Let me watch the snippet and get small teaser. And then after, you can go now YouTube and watch the complete film because it's out.
Real name is Ibrahim Al-Ghali.
I didn't talk about being a court woman because I don't want that to define how disciplined, faithful, and committed we should be towards each other.
My lady, we are here strictly on obstruction of justice with regards to traffic laws.
Opanda has always been a very good lawyer. Very good friend. A very good daughter. I don't know why I feel like she tricked me into this marriage.
All right, so that's Love in a Glass. Let me take one international and then we draw the curtain down for today. So international dancehall superstar Adidja Palmer, popularly known by his stage name Vybz Kartel, received a gift from the OVO boss, Tracy Drake. Yes, so this not a necklace, a chain, we not like a symbol for sure say you are part of OVO. So out of the they only created 2 of them, one owned by the CEO himself, Drake, and the other one of this chain go to Vybz Kartel. It was a gift for just show love, respect, and appreciation to Vybz Kartel over how it only gets back-to-back events them where they follow up big arenas them. So it's amazing to see a fellow artist gift incompetent artist such kind beautiful gift, you know. We'll just watch small on the video and then we round up.
This is the owl's voice. See it there? OVO setting. Fresh from Drake. See it? Yes. Turn it around. Turn it around. Look. It's 2. Cartel, 1 of 2. Here's 1. Cartel. See that paper? 1 of 2. Look. Pull it to your CJ. I had the #1 promoter.
So that's not all waiting dinner at the place for now today. My name is Ibrahim Kagbo. You call me Sleep Peasy or you say the vibe. I'm signing out. Blessings.
Thank you so much, Slim Peasy, for the entertainment update. Okay, now straight to the Know the Law segment and take Criminal Procedures Part 2 by a private legal practitioner, Charlie Eziel Williams, Esquire.
Another issue where the new CPA been the address. Now the fact say the prosecution for make available every document, depositions, and relevant information where they want for rely on in a trial. Okay, for make them available to the defense, because we always can say criminal prosecution not to ambush. The one way they defend the matter, the accused and the lawyer, for be quite aware as to within prosecution they allege and within the one for proof na court. So, but if then they hide them, not only when una go na court, and then go pull like say na secret, the new CPA make provisions where they force them for comply, compulsorily for make available document, deposition, statement where police get, where they want use in the prosecution of a particular case. Now, all of that is hanging in the balance. Another important aspect with the new CPA in the address, now this issue of preliminary investigation. Some cases then they were not to magistrate court at the end. Magistrate court just they investigate, and then when they see what they call sufficient evidence, then go commit the matter to the High Court. Now the new CPA, they don't make them so easy that preliminary investigation not for take at all. It will be very short, very, very short, so that the court sit, then look at the case and say, no, this case, I think say a case way for go High Court, or well, case not there at all. So let we discharge this case. But now we are still in the old system, where preliminary investigation will take 1-2 years. In fact, we don't see situations where preliminary investigation they take more than 1 year, more than 12 months, because witnesses then go delay for calm. We get situation where the witnesses then go direct foot, they not go day, they not go available. I mean, we get current situations right now, even with this new drug regulation. You remember, say, recently we've been talk about Kush, with other hard drugs where they come to this country, with people them way they deal, the one the way they allege, say, they import them into Sierra Leone, people where then arrest on allegations of unlawful possession. I mean, these people, they've been in custody 6 months, almost 1 year. For preliminary investigation, you can imagine. Somebody not actually facing real trial, you too. This, now they can say, economics span the actual thing. Preliminary investigation, somebody they take 1 year for let them just see if that case they qualify for go High Court. The new CPA make provision say, in fact, refer to that particular aspect as committal hearing. Committal hearing no go take, so that the person go stand in actual trial for know if he guilty or not guilty. But if the person don't take 1 year just for let them determine whether the case meet the threshold for let the matter go High Court, I mean, that is injustice. Injustice. If you don't arrest somebody, you don't make allegations, say you don't commit an offense, especially a felonious offense, you get for be prepared for pursue that case day. You get for be prepared for can court, lead witnesses, so that the magistrate come to a determination to know whether there is sufficient evidence for let the case go High Court. But if you make allegation, arrest people, charge them to court, and then you cannot come with witnesses for let them can do the case, I mean, that is injustice. That is not fair. It's not fair. So we the appeal, say, the new CPA, we don't spend resources, we don't spend time, people don't put in the effort, and we don't enact them as law. Why is it that up till now we not get commencement date? What do they wait for? What do not been done do all this while, when now suddenly we realize, say, oh, this will not be do it to solo wait force. I mean, we cannot be treated like that in a democracy, and a country where we say we respect the rule of law and constitutionality. So I think say we have to speed this up, and we as lawyers, the state, I mean the office of the Attorney General, we need for ensure say this new CPA come into force, because provisions and where they seek human right. Another thing also in this new CPA and sentencing. This new CPA come out with very good sentencing provisions. Like people who they send go prison and then go dead, some of them. By the time they come up prison, they can don't worse off. This new CPA make provision for community service as a sentence. Where somebody go do community service, the community itself go benefit. We get series of good things under the sentencing provision, instead of sending people to prison, where at the end of the day, the state also get for putting a lot of resources for feed people. Not to everybody for go jail per se, but other things anyway they can do, where that safe can make them not do bad again. So the sentencing provisions, now the new CPA, the 2024 CPA, we still not come into operation. I mean, we want to ensure say people begin for benefit from them till the day. The prison we know say is small. The capacity where them been do the Pademba Road prison for very, very small. Now we talk about thousands of inmates, then where did they share a small facility. So man no need for the day, because the new CPA they say some people you can sentence them and then go do community service. Some people they can get what called suspended sentence. Then they observe you for see if you don't change, if you waiting, The aspect also of justice of the peace. The new CPA been suggest that the justice of the peace, the one that we can call JP, the JP themselves get caught, usai for reduce the burden on the magistrates. Because on case then JP then can sit down, two JP sit down, they're able to listen and resolve them. Then we take all of them kind of case, then they go into the main court system, the mainstream court system, for let magistrates sit on them. And we know how overwhelmed the magistrates then be with every day case they can court. Every day from police station, we also get to call private criminal summons where you as a citizen can go and write summons against somebody who don't do something to you. So the cases then so boku. And so the JP them also now before letting can reduce the load and help the court system for move on smoothly. Another aspect, in this new CPA, where that the most talked about, that one in they will go close, now the jury system. This new CPA, the 2024, been they come for eliminate, for take away the jury system. So now, if I be judge alone, the one that when a proponent of that provision, they say, when the judge sit alone, the judge understand law, waiting for look for, and the case will also go speedily. Because, of course, we not go shy away from the difficulties where the jury system get. The jurors, them sometimes can absent, sometimes juror go sick, or sometimes juror go die. So that can make the court procedure then slow. Sometimes in the way you go get for reconstitute the jury again, because the jury can do 10. Because normally in a 12, there are times where if 2 go out of the 12, the court can still continue with 10. But if it falls below 10, then you get for reconstitute the jury all over again. So don't get them problem in the outside the jury system when they make trials then slow and delay. Although we all as practitioners and people who are interested in the judiciary get we own different opinions and perspective with regards to the jury system. Me now one person will believe say the jury system for continue. But the new CPA been done come with a provision where say judge alone. That is okay. But now we are hanging in between. We will be say the jury system, let we pull and come out. The new CPA don't pull and come out, but we still in at the old system. So it's not good for we as a country, not good for the legal space. And so we call on the authorities for look at this and let we see how we can bring this 2024 CPA into force, into operation. Because I mean, for do all of what we do, we don't get them enacted, it don't get presidential assent. Why not forget commencement date up till now? What thing they happen? What will not been do correct? What will be failed for do? What we want for do? Where would they wait for? I mean, so do ya? I beg with the big. And now we go end this session for today. And with the hope say when we meet next, we will continue for discuss some other issues in this segment of Know the Law.
That's my Know the Law segment. You still there with the Today Show on Slick TV channel 37. We'll take more segments now here on the program with the latest tech news. Here is Denjeja Sia Kamara.
Welcome to your technology news update. I am Denjeja Sia Tumoy. Google has announced some big updates on its Gemini AI model. First, they're introducing Gemini 2.5 Flash, which is like a faster and cheaper version of their powerful Gemini 2.5 Pro. Imagine, it's like having a workhorse that can handle tasks quickly without costing a lot. This new model figures out how much processing power it needs for each job, making it efficient. Also, 2.5 Pro, which is known for being really good, is now available for more people to try out. Google is also bringing these Gemini models into Google Workshop, which means you'll see new AI tools in apps like Doc and Sheets. For example, you'll be able to turn documents into audio and automate tasks like customer service across different workspace apps. Finally, Google is using something called the MCP, which helps different AI systems to talk to each other. This is important because it allows for more advanced AI applications. Essentially, Google is making Gemini faster, cheaper, and more integrated into your everyday work tools. That's all on your technology news update. I am Denjeja Sia Tumoy. Thank you for watching.
Sia Tumoy with the latest tech news there for you. Okay, let's go now straight to your travel schedule for Tuesday. Let's dive into today's travel schedule, tomorrow's travel schedule, to ensure that you have all the information you need for a smooth journey. Starting at 5 a.m., Aska Airline flight KP041 will depart from Freetown, make a stop in Accra and Lomé, arriving at 8:45 a.m. At 8:30 a.m., Aska Airline flight KP043 will take off from Banjul and head to Freetown, arriving at 9:10 a.m. before continuing to Lomé. At 1 p.m., Aska Airline flight KP022 will depart from Lomé and make a stop in Accra and Freetown, arriving in Banjul at 4:45 p.m. At 1:30 p.m., Brussels Airline flight SN243 will take off from Freetown, make stop in Monrovia, and land in Brussels at 7:55 p.m. At 2:30 p.m., Kenya Airways flight KK10/11 will depart from Nairobi, stop in Accra at 5:30 p.m. and arrive in Freetown at 6:30 p.m. This flight will then head back to Accra and return to Nairobi. For those traveling overnight, at 9:30 p.m., Turkish airline flight TK533/4 will depart from Banjul with a stop in Ouagadougou before arriving in Freetown at 1:10 a.m. and continuing back to Istanbul at 2:10 a.m. That's all for today's travel schedules. Wishing you a safe travel and a wonderful trip ahead. Stay tuned for more updates. Now we're here with Rabiatu Mansari again for the latest in our headlines.
It's a pleasure being here again. Let's dive directly into the papers. I mean, it has been a long weekend and you have to put one or two together. And let's quickly have it. So this from Expo Times. Gazette Sebio kicks off Sierra Leone's mining week, puts diamonds on global stage. Legal Aid Board hails IG World Vision. Salon Parliament goes digital as World Bank backs e-revolution, and so much more. I mean, the mining week, today's the 14th or so. It has been a long journey last week, and we don't see how we get to analysis some time ago. So I'll talk about all the minerals where we get in Salon and how much the mining sector actually contributes to Salon economy.
I mean, getting together, bringing together all of these global leaders, African countries, mining countries, together in Sierra Leone for showcase within the country that we get, and within Sierra Leone gets for offer. And this is very, very strategic and important, given for say Sierra Leone. We know say a part of we GDP they come out from mining diamonds sector, and so I think say this is very important for showcase say Sierra Leone now a strategic country when it comes to mineral resources. So yeah, you know, one could say we get most or almost all of these minerals in the country, but what we get in return is another, which the minister even stated that, okay, we spend about $1.12 million there, but $billion, sorry, but waiting the contribution rather, but we see that they get back in return, there tends to be the big problem, because if you didn't make this kind of money, but what you need to get, it's like you give more than how you get. And it comes back to the ability of a country for refine the minerals like gold, for example. We see this latest move from Mali, I think, Umaru Sissoko, so the president there, the co-leader there, they try for refine the minerals them in Mali for make sure say the country gets more from the resources. So I think say if the government, if we're able to refine our own minerals as a country, then we're able for it more from within they get.
Yes, and quickly again, I see this one also, fire rips through McKinney Hospital's baby unit. I mean, the whole thing about fire, don't they come up so here and there, and this so far we get to say picking then and then they, I mean, Eternal Hospital. You see, say fire just come out and that's what's we want to make and clear say at least we not get no casualty, no death so far from waiting we get there. But I mean, we want for the understand. You see now some man they even make fun around this whole thing. Say Salon right now we're hellfire not closer we did. These are just indications. Yeah. But however, like we get the root cause of putting the cause all of these fire incidents.
The root cause, according to this hospital in Sena EDSA, again, just like in many cases, this hospital blames solely EDSA and Sena electrical failures make this place here so particularly born.
You know, that they just stand there, but we appreciate actually these one or two investigations being done. And they're from Salon Compass. We get forgery, financial deceit, GT Bank and top executives in multi-billion loans scam. You get also Forbes Africa, Spotlight Gentle Group. But I mean, let's just quickly pass we hyper this whole scam thing about we bank them. One thing where the ordinary man go tell you is that, what's the need of going to these banks and keeping my money? Because why you go just keep them now? Now you owe where you go face it if manoka. But the issue of this bank forgery, you know, to today we get one or two cases where bank issue on the car opposite two people inside there or more will come together, make some receipts or take one or two money, put them in their own name under your name, and at the end of the day, you will get your money. You know they healed anything out of them. But again, they send a big question mark because these are foreign banks when they come in our country, and if you cannot trust them, they would go turn to. And when you look at the business, how it turned like so far, most people they turn to the government own them, like in the likes of Salon commercial banks and the likes, because of reasons like this. And these people they come for can do business for help the economy go, and you get people them inside the system we tend for take posting money and put on inside altogether.
In as much as we get these loopholes with regards to the banking sectors, foreign banks, we also get for shed lights for say these foreign banks like this, they provide loans, subsidies to people, them, business women, them. But as you say, it don't become increasingly problematic recently, risky, if I may say, because we already last from the Anti-Corruption Commission say a particular man from a foreign bank thief a lot of money and travel go abroad. So yeah.
So this is Voice of Saloon Paper, Fire and Gold State House. I think this has been the round altogether, but quickly we just get the video of what happened, then we can talk about it.
That's very serious.
So Usman, as you see, this is the video, and what we get, this is the third or fourth floor where they born, so now the West Wing, now the White House. The Salon
White House of Salon.
Yes, I mean, so much of the fire don't take out. They'll see this time around, it turned to the White House. But from what together, I mean, the one the day before tend for response or timely, and then she'll say, go beyond Usai go. But two people and they were in office and become affected. So the press secretary and them also, yes, and also obviously the man were there before for energy business in the country. Can they call it Keller?
Just about this morning, the Minister of Information and Civic Education General confirmed who say now electrical failures, not specifically EDSA, electrical failures will lead to this fire outbreak, the west wing of State House inside Freetown. But however, they say clearly that the President, Julius Maada Bio, in office within the second floor wasn't affected by this fire.
So as it stands, they don't ask some staff them in the State House for me. They work right now in us. I mean, because they're still on investigation. So no one or two side way, where fire would happen. Some side go hot right now. So they say, okay, for waiting for everybody be safe. We just go on and say but again, this is sending a very big question. Say, I think this is high time where the one they were in there before for ensure say when they're doing their investigation, not just for do on top water, you understand? Because at it stands, almost just they blame somebody, one person. Now one person they would get the blame. And in places like this, it gets different sides altogether. You get certain set of people they say it gets some political undertone because now you get some funny things so they even go viral. Say, I hope say this particular documents no bono, we get for do one or two things, they'll get for investigate XYZ. So now turn this now where we do investigation as to the root causes of fire, or for take them with seriousness. Not to go no more. Now Joe Banana ain't caused the fire. But what in Joe Banana do when the fire happen? And maybe take one or two actions, maybe all of these could one will say again an incident, it can happen at any time. But again, the precaution measures, the kind Englishman can say prevention is better than cure. At any slow they prevent yourself. If we get a report that this is a result of some electrical failure.
The luminary results too.
Yes, so I think saying that again where even we get where they use the electrical tail for know when and how we they use them. When it's reach, you make sure you auto side. Where you ready, where you not plug your phone with the charge. I mean, all of these things, it's not all way for ensure say we prevent this from happening. Because the number just they go up according to the National Disaster Management Agency.
For this happen at the #1 building inside Sierra Leone, the government I think say for take them serious, for take this fire outbreaks in the country more serious. But however now, we see yesterday the Honorable Vice President Dr. Mohamed Juliet Jallo be actually going for inspect independently in self and say in the next 1 week, the full results, perhaps in the next 1 week, we will get full results as of waiting caused this fire incident. Yeah.
But again, one go say, is it more reasons or more attention is been given because now the White House involved? We know prominence very matter in regard like this, but slowly ensure say we prevent ourselves and ensure say whatever thing where they happen we will lead to this fire incident, we tend to minimize them.
Absolutely. More precautions, I think we agree on this.
Yeah.
More precautions is needed.
It's been needed in this regard. Yeah.
Safety of we property them. So for ladies Apple now, na state host.
Mind you, na state building, na state money, na everything na states they own them. So na all man lost.
Well, and then if this happen, we know say the money get for come up from the consolidated fund for just refurbish outside on Puel. So we're not going to follow anything happen moving forward.
Okay, let's have what we get from the open space here. Josephine Kamara taking charge of change at the SLBC, and you get President Bill 6 urgent reform of United Nations Security Council, and so much more. They're at the front page of the open space newspaper.
Well, I think Sierra Leone they do very well,
yes.
Specifically as a country, as a the country with the geography. They're not the west coast of Africa. Yeah. They do extremely well at the United Nations Security Council. I mean, we were presidents back then at the United Nations Security Council. President Julius Maada Bio, they advocate for Palestinians, advocate for Gazans, advocate for humanitarian aid into Gaza, advocate for Africa for get more seats at the UN Security Council, advocate for actually 2 seats at the UN Security Council, where it thinks very, very important for bring about equalities among all the races of the world. But that decision, that move by President Julius Maada Bio is expected to be questioned or to be criticized by India, for example. India has such a big economy, then say funds for the part of the UN Security Council. But to think that India then go sideline India just because of equality, then bring in one, either the African Union or South Africa will join the Security Council.
So this from the Calabash newspaper, we get President Bio spotlighted by Forbes Africa for visionary leadership and charity, Sierra Leone pathway to prosperity, and so much more. I think in this regard, it's a great move. I mean, seeing your country, we don't get so much odd for the past few months, but now we say, oh, we don't get some spotlight and some good news about Sierra Leone.
Forbes Africa is very, very trusted and credible. Nobody can question this from Forbes. I mean, when it comes to the ranking of the world's billionaires, the ranking of the richest countries, they are in charge.
So for Terry say yes, I mean, with the pathway for work on the economy, I think it's also a great move. Then they say you get everything, but maybe how will they utilize them or how will they use them don't become a very big question to Sierra Leone.
I think this is something Sierra Leoneans can applaud. I mean, all of these great investors, big investors of our country, at the center of all of them is President Julius Maada Bio.
Now an eye-opener, and even though you get some school of thoughts with get a whole different view as to this one, which we don't read in other papers. But however, being a Sierra Leonean, we happy to say we don't make this great move, you understand? And this is not something we hardly see or hardly get as a country, especially so we don't get so much of odds lately, and now we're here shining all the way.
But I think, say, with regards to informations like this, it's important for you to understand within it about this. Not mean say Sierra Leone, the #1 country in West Africa when it comes to investments, then say a leading, I mean, emerging economies in West Africa when it comes to investment. So no mean say Sierra Leone gets more investors than any other country in West Africa. But that's really head to that wood.
So this line say you don't see the light small. So like I mentioned earlier, we get all it takes, but how we they use them and what we they do with them, that the question lies. So quickly, we get this one where Aminata Kamara sent for, we say Salon Chambers for Greek business development don't hand over the grants to each of the participants who have been win from the pitch of business ideas last month. The signing and handing over of the 120,000 loans grant agreement for support each of the 6 winners. They were comprised of youth and women group them whether into agribusiness. SME being come as a result of a pitch event where Slickard been held on 28th March 2025 na Salon Palms Hotel. Usai 14 group them participate. But quickly lo join Aminata Kamara for the report.
Ahmed Nano, Executive Secretary for the Salon Chamber of Agribusiness Development, say the essence of the grants now for support business them where already they exist so that they go grow the agribusiness sector.
Well, the expectation is first of all now for reduced importation of onions. The women they hold on support in the onion. What we will try for do, we link them up to the onion value chain. We get now PC and Sons within the Lunge. I think last week we'll go to then go produce. I mean we'll go launch the program. I think the nucleus farm we get it's not enough really for me to for produce and meet the demands of the market. So waiting they try for do now, then they try for make sure say they work with outgrower farmers. The money not big as expected, but then can use lots of now 2, 3, 4 groups then target. They able for get within and they able forget from that. So from that we can able for take them from there. But basically as you say, as I say initially, they reduce the import for onion. Then for also for the cassava, we before now people and the when they process gari, the cassava peel and they throw them. So finally, that cassava peel say he use them for do animal feed. And feed now one of the biggest challenge in this country, especially poultry feed. And that cassava feed is very nutritious, and very, very good for make sure so we get we able for feed poultry them out of them. So the economic drivers, we don't see them they do that. They support poultry farmers then we then feed them. So then they will convert cassava feed, cassava peel. Look. Let we go, we use the net enable for produce and process cassava flour, where they will sell to the bakers them, so that they will mix. Let's say they use 10% or 20% of that into the cassava, into the wheat bread. You get 20 of that, so we are getting 20% of 50 million. You're talking of 10 million. So we're keeping $10 million in our economy every year. That's a lot. So you see, so by doing this kind of diversified enterprise support, it can help to grow the youth and women them, give them jobs, and not only that, but at the end of the day, we'll be able to make sure, say, we meet import substitution.
One of the judge them, Diana Lake from Innovation Salon, say them choose them 6 group here because they think them businesses then they face plenty challenge, and that then go get the capability for grow and add for the national economy.
We came up with the result based on different things. We watched at the opportunity for these businesses, their market identity, and how they're going to impact their communities. It's not just for you to come here and have grant money and then you go back. What are you actually doing? What are you doing for your community? How are you helping women, other people? And then we also work at the financial viability. Maybe you have your products, but it's not going to make any money. You don't want to invest into something that will not bring any return. Even if it's a grant, which is a free something, you want to have a return. Most importantly, on the entrepreneurship, how passionate are you for your business? Do you want your business to grow? Because we cannot give you a grant and then we later find out that you did not actually implement what you actually wanted to do with the money. So we work at those things and how we can give you an opportunity for you to scale up.
Umar Munu, we represent Mabunka Agro Farming Salon Limited, be glad if they among the winners of the grant and say them plan for expanding production.
I want to thank you because it's not easy task, it's something like a competition. Then seen among a lot of other farmers, then we come first. We are Mabunka Agro Farmers Limited, we come first. That tells you that it's something good for us, and we are doing our level best in the farming aspect, for produce our production like the cassava farming and others. Well, with this grant we plan for utilize them. Our first aim is for us for extend the farming network in the Karina district. Then also we try for increase the production, we farming production in the Karina district. and also they able to use this granting fund for for develop the farm in 35 acres of land we they try for develop in the Karine district.
The organizer then believes say with this support to youth and women them go help for contribute to the growth of the agri sector and the country economy. For Slick TV News, Aminata Kamara, Freetown.
Thank you very much, Aminata Kamara. Usman, that's all I have for you in a headline review.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we'll have straight to sports updates here on the Today Show. Mohamed Kolia get the latest in national and international.
Inside this edition of the Today Show Sports Update, the Sierra Leone Football Association Under-18 Youth Tournaments continue over the weekend. Banter Football Club duel with PSG or not.
I don't think it's not a big news because this is just a test. We just test the players for us for make we able to prepare for next season. That's all. You know, say the boy this now younger boys the more the sun hot, very hot. We see a very intensive, the game very intensive. So you're not going to blame them because they're not going to deliver. Wait till you want because of the sun they disturb them. The final thought is important, but now so football they happen. You must get one, you must miss one. So now so they happen. We not get chance today for make we able to come back to goals them. Well, so far so good. We don't play about 8 games. We don't win about 4, 5 where we don't got the balance. Now one great game we don't lost. Our next preparation we just go to the field, we go to game, and we rectify, we mistake them. Then we come back very strong for our next game for our play.
Well, the league want to the draw because it's just like when the guy need the skin at the same pitch. And despite that, waiting can't hold on to it too much because the later can end up for use 5 defense. Then for break that defense, it somehow look terrible. And moreover, the wingers are what I get to if you say yes, they're able to capitalize for me. They're able for do them. And we get a lot of chances for make a goal. Actually, as you see the chances we get, we got up to how many chances we're able for capitalize or not. What we feel for able for capitalize. But the hold on to the league, this particular game, it lead to something. If we don't play, but where situation come up when at the FA, they made them hold on to them a bit. Even though all the skin and feel with the gala, we don't say with them, they were with the beaten, but we'll not be C-minded down there because we know how we the game. They will not say we boys and they're capable, they're able to do something within any time. Now, unfortunately, officer will not able to get goal. It based on something because anytime we play, as you see, we begin miss, we learn chances in the automatically. I don't see no goal now with favor. So now sometimes where they happen so I know because I don't deal with them past years. I know them very well. I know how they do something. If we want for make goal within that first 10 minutes, we don't do them. With Kenny, it sometimes shows say yes. Anytime we play against, they must go astray because why? The way we hold on to the ball, we knock the ball because we get a system where actually we can do win a Benny Hamburger. Benny Hamburger na 2, Hamburger na 1. So if you say Benny Hamburger, I think na 2 touch. Hold on, you make passes. And like na long passes, you want for make na 2. Or say Benny Hamburger. So not like that. So I make it final say if we meet at him, they always prepare more than how they be done day before. Now the 6 game this. And the 6 game this. We don't go 2. The yes now win. We go with Edwards and we can't do it with Bantam. So the balance now win for we. Where we next preparation we prepare demand. We demand for the next preparation is very high. Because I need a point for claim Bopusa Abidi. Because Abidi in a second position. But based on some inconfidence where it happened to the league. So now I think either we play in a young game, then we not be play. We not the game this will be get at foot. Who don't come for can play so today. Who don't go with them. Yes, I get a prediction and I move so clearly for say I win that game.
The Sierra Leone Women's Premier League continue after 2 weeks break. Defending champions Mogbemo Queens trash Koya Queens by 9-3 na the Port Locon Mini Stadium. We don't take them on top of the league with just 12 games where they don't play. Tisha Omo beat Sierra Leone Police by 2-1. Venbok lost to FC Kalon by 8-1. We don't make FC Kalon go third na the league table. Antonian lost by 3-0 to Mena Queens. The Sierra Leone Premier League continue over the weekend. Banter Football Club unbeaten record don't come to an end. Abacha City beat them by 1-0. Defending champions Bo Rangers draw 1-1 with Slifa. Mighty Blackpool draw 1-1 with Wilberforce Strikers. Baibua Warriors beat Star Sports Academy by 2-0. Port Authority lost to Diamond Stars by 1-0. Freetown City Football Club draw with Old Edwardian 1-1. Africa Cup of Nations Under-20 tournament wey for start on the 27th of April 2025 draw don comot yesterday. We don put Sierra Leone Under-20 team na Group A with Egypt, Zambia, South Africa and Tanzania. Now for international sports update results of games and we play over the weekend. Inside Spain, Sociedad lost to Real Mallorca by 2-0. Getafe lost to Las Palmas by 3-1. Celta Vigo lost to Espanyol by 2-0. Leganés lost to Barcelona by 1-0. Osasuna beat Girona by 2-1. Alaves lost to Real Madrid by 1-0. Betis lost to Villarreal by 2-1. Athletic Bilbao beat Real Vallecano by 3-1. Still inside the international scene, inside the English Premier League, Chelsea draw with Ipswich 2-2, Liverpool beat West Ham 2-1, Wolverhampton beat Tottenham by 4-2, Newcastle beat Man United by 4-1, Manchester City beat Crystal Palace 5-2, Brighton draw with Leicester 2-2, Nottingham Forest lost to Everton by 1-0, Southampton lost to Aston Villa by 3-1, and Brentford draw with Arsenal 1-1. Inside the German Bundesliga result, Borussia Mönchengladbach lost to Freiburg by 2-1. Bayer Leverkusen gets a 0-0 draw with Union Berlin. Bochum lost to Augsburg by 2-1. Hoffenheim win by 2-0 against Mainz 05. Holstein Kiel lost to St. Paul's by 2-1. Bayern Munich draw 2-2 with Borussia Dortmund. Stuttgart lost to Werder Bremen by 2-1. Eintracht Frankfurt beat Heidenheim by 3-0. Inside the Italian Serie A result over the weekend, Atalanta beat Bologna by 2-0. Fiorentina draw 0-0 with Parma. Verona draw 0-0 with Genoa. Como beat Torino by 1-0. Lazio draw 1-1 with AS Roma. Venza win by 1-0 against Monza. Inter Milan beat Cagliari by 3-1. And Juventus beat Lecce by 2-1. Now all this we get from now inside this edition of the Today Show Sport Update with me, Mohamed Collier.
Mohamed Collier with the latest in sports. And as we go to the curtains down for today's edition of the Today Show on Slick TV, channel 37. Thank you to the production team and you. We take time for watch we today. My name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. And I am Roberto Mansaye. But before we go, all left with you, the meet to you.
Felicia Daniela Njabo Hadin, my dearest Spooky. Words can't express how much I appreciate your mere presence in my life. As you turn 22, may all the earths be in your favor. May light perpetual never depart from you. I love you dearly. This request is coming from your friend Salma Tukaifa. Happy birthday, big sis. There is no better friend in the world than a sister, and no sister in the world better than you. May the Almighty God bless you on this day and every other day. On this special day, I hope you feel love, joy, and everything you wish for yourself. Thank you for taking on the role of being an elder sister and also a mom to us. Sisters are one of the greatest gifts. I am grateful you are mine and you will be forever. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all you do. Happy birthday once more, and may all your birthday wishes come true. This request is coming from your little sister, Pamela Palmer. Happy birthday, Haja Ndusun Chendeka. I love you so much, my darling sister. I pray you grow up to be good. I pray you grow up to be wonderful, and I wish you all the best life has to offer. I love you so much, my darling baby sister. Enjoy your day and every other year to come. This request is coming from your darling big sister, Mayama Shekubatu Chendeka. Happy birthday, Ramadan. This request is coming from your mother. I love you dearly, my darling son. Thank you for making me a mother. Thank you for making me have the opportunity to be called mom. I want the best for you in life. As you are +1 day, I wish you everything good. I bless your life through God and I pray you become successful. This request is coming from your mother, Juliet Sise. Happy birthday, Vanessa Catherine Venn, our beloved Quilla V. From the 001 Quillas, the brilliant minds of the second year BSc Sociology class at Fairway College, and all the girls who admire you, we send you a chorus of joyous wishes. Your beauty shines with a rare radiance, a captivating blend of grace and inner light. Your intelligence, sharp and insightful, is a beacon of inspiration. We dedicate this day to you as you navigate on what to do in your next year. We love you, Vanessa. Happy birthday.